about to guide me. There is someone about to show me the way. There is someone about to love me. There is someone about to care. And it's love, love all the way. It's sunshine on a rainy day. No cloud can hide our happiness. With everlasting joy you bless. There is someone about to forgive me. There is someone about to hold my hand. There is someone about to help me. There is someone about for me.
My child, I am not someone above. I am there next to you, guiding and guarding you.
Why fear when I am here? Why fear when I am here? So says Baba, Sathya Sai Baba, Sathya Sai Baba, my Lord. So says Baba, Sathya Sai Baba, Sathya Sai Baba, my Lord. Why fear when I am here? Why fear when I am here? The light you see in the dark of night is that of God in man. Find the light that is in your heart and reach the promised land. Find the light that is in your heart and reach the promised land. So says Baba, Sathya Sai Baba, Sathya Sai Baba, my Lord. So says Baba, Sathya Sai Baba, Sathya Sai Baba, my Lord.
Lord, we are blessed with your presence in our lives. You are our source, strength, guidance and goal.
At your feet, dear Lord, we pray. Grace us with your love this day. At your feet, dear Lord, we pray. Grace us with your love this day. Sai Baba, Sai Baba, you are Krishna, you are Rama. Oh Baba, you are Mother, you are Father. At your feet, dear Lord, we pray. Grace us with your love this day. At your feet, dear Lord, we pray. Grace us with your love this day. There is Lord side to guide us. There is Sathya side to show us the way. There is Swami to love us. He is always there to care. There is Lord side to guide us. There is Sathya side to show us the way. There is Swami to love us. He is always there to care. He is always there to care. He is always there to care.
गणानां त्वा गणपतिगुं हवामहे कविं कवीनामुपमश्रवस्तमम् ज्येष्ठराजं ब्रह्मणां ब्रह्मणस्पत आनः शृण्वन्नोतिभिः सीदसादनम् प्रणो देवी सरस्वती वाजेभिर्वाजिनीवती धीनामवित्रयवतु गणेशाय नमः सरस्वत्यै नमः श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः हरिः ओम्
ॐ नमो भगवते रुद्राय ॐ नमस्ते रुद्रमण्यव उतोत इषवे नमः नमस्ते अस्तु धन्वने बाहुभ्यामुदते नमः यात इषुः शिवतमा शिवं बभूवते धनुः शिवा शरव्या यातवतया नो रुद्रमृडया याते रुद्रशिवा तनूरघोरा पापकाशिनी तया नस्तनुवाशन्तमया गिरिशन्ताभिचाकशीः यामिषुं गिरिशन्तहस्ते बिभर्ष्यस्तवे शिवाङ्गिरित्रतां कुरु माहि गुंसेः पुरुषं जगत् शिवेन वचसा त्वा गिरिशाच्छावदामसि यथा नः सर्वमिज्जगदयक्ष्मगुं सुमना असत् अध्यवोचदधिवक्ता प्रथमो दैव्योऽभिषक् अहेगश्च सर्वाञ्जम्भयन् सर्वाश्च यातु धान्यः असौ यस्ताम्रो अरुण उत बभ्रुः सुमङ्गलः ये चेमागुं रुद्रा अभितो दिक्षु श्रिता सहस्रशो वैशागुं हेडयेमहे असव्यो वसर्पति नीलग्रीवो विलोहितः उतैनं गोपा अदृशन्नदृशन्नुदहार्यः उतैनं विश्वा भूतानि सदृष्टो मृडयाति नः नमो अस्तु नीलग्रीवाय सहस्राक्षाय मीढुषे अथो ये अस्य सत्त्वानो हन्तेभ्यो करन्नमः प्रमुञ्च धन्वनस्त्वमुभयोरात्नियोर्जाम् याश्च ते हस्त इषवः पराता भगवो वप अवतत्यधनुस्त्वगुं सहस्राक्षशते शुधे निशीर्य शल्याणां मुखा शिवो नः सुमना भव विज्यं धनुः कपर्दिनो विशल्यो बाणवागुम् उत अनेशन्नस्येषव आभुरस्य निषङ्गतिः याते हेतुर्मीढुष्टमहस्ते बभूव ते धनुः तयास्मान् विश्वतस्त्वमयक्ष्मया परिभुजा नमस्ते अस्त्वायुधाय नातताय धृष्णवे उभाभ्यामुत ते नमो बाहुभ्यां तव धन्वने परिते धन्वनो हेतिरस्मान् वृणत्तु विश्वतः अथो य इषुधिस्तवारे अस्मन्निधेहितम् नमस्ते अस्तु भगवन् विश्वेश्वराय महादेवाय त्रयम्बकाय त्रिपुरान्तकाय त्रिकाग्निकालाय कालाग्निरुद्राय नीलकण्ठाय मृत्युञ्जयाय सर्वेश्वराय सदाशिवाय श्रीमन्महादेवाय नमः नमो हिरण्यबाहवे सेनान्ये दिशाञ्च पतये नमो नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यः पशूनां पतये नमो नमः सस्पिञ्जराय त्विषीमते पथीनां पतये नमो नमो बभ्रुषाय व्याधिनेन्नानां पतये नमो नमो हरिकेशायोपवीतिने पुष्टानां पतये नमो नमो भवस्य हेत्यै जगतां पतये नमो नमो रुद्राय तताविने क्षेत्राणां पतये नमो नमः सूताय हन्त्याय वनानां पतये नमो नमो रोहिताय स्थपतये वृक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो मन्त्रिणे वाणिजाय कक्षाणां पतये नमो नमो भुवन्तये वारिवस्कृताय औषधीनां पतये नमो नम उच्चैर्घोषाय क्रन्दयते पत्रीणां पतये नमो नमः कृत्स्नवेताय धावते सत्त्वनां पतये नमः नमः सहमानाय निव्याधिन आव्याधिनीनां पतये नमो नमः ककुभाय निषङ्गिणे स्तेनानां पतये नमो नमो निषङ्गिण इषुधिमते तस्कराणां पतये नमो नमो वञ्चते परिवञ्चते स्तायूनां पतये नमो नमो निचेरवे परिचरायारण्यानां पतये नमो नमः श्रुकाविभ्यो जिघागुंसद्भ्यो मुष्णतां पतये नमो नमोऽसिमद्भ्यो नक्तं चरद्भ्यः प्रकृन्तानां पतये नमो नम उष्णीषिणे गिरिचराय कुलुञ्चानां पतये नमो नम इषुमद्भ्यो धन्वाविभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आतन्वानेभ्यः प्रतिदधानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम आयच्छद्भ्यो विसृजद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमोऽस्यद्भ्यो विद्यद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नम आसीनेभ्यः शयानेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः स्वपद्भ्यो जाग्रद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तिष्ठद्भ्यो धावद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सभाभ्यः सभापतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो अश्वेभ्योऽश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नम आव्याधिनीभ्यो विविध्यन्तेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम उगणाभ्यस्त्रिगुंहतेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गृत्सेभ्यो गृत्सपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो व्रातेभ्यो व्रातपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो गणेभ्यो गणपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो विरूपेभ्यो विश्वरूपेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो महद्भ्यः क्षुल्लकेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथिभ्यो रथेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमो रथेभ्यो रथपतिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः सेनाभ्यः सेनानिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः क्षत्रुभ्यः संग्रहेतृभ्यश्च वो नमो नमस्तक्षद्भ्यो रथकारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः कुलालेभ्यः कर्मारेभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः पुञ्जिष्टेभ्यो निषादेभ्यश्च वो नमो नम इषुकृद्भ्यो धन्वकृद्भ्यश्च वो नमो नमो मृगयुभ्यश्वनिभ्यश्च वो नमो नमः श्वभ्यश्वपतिभ्यश्च वो नमः नमो भवाय च रुद्राय च नमः शर्वाय च पशुपतये च नमो नीलग्रीवाय च शितिकण्ठाय च नमः कपर्दिने च व्युप्तकेशाय च नमः सहस्राक्षाय च शतधन्वने च नमो गिरिशाय च शिपिविष्टाय च नमो मेढुष्टमाय चेषुमते च नमो ह्रस्वाय च वामनाय च नमो बृहते च वर्षीयसे च नमो वृद्धाय च संवृध्वने च नमो अग्र्याय च प्रथमाय च नमः आशवे चाजिराय च नमः शीघ्र्याय च शेभ्याय च नमः ऊर्म्याय चावस्वन्याय च नमः स्रोतस्याय च द्वीप्याय च नमो ज्येष्ठाय च कनिष्ठाय च नमः पूर्वजाय चापरजाय च नमो मध्यमाय चापगल्भाय च नमो जघन्याय च बुद्ध्याय च नमः सोऽभ्याय च प्रतिसर्याय च नमो याम्याय च क्षेम्याय च नमः उर्वर्याय च खल्याय च नमः श्लोक्याय चावसान्याय च नमो वन्याय च कक्ष्याय च नमः श्रवाय च प्रतिश्रवाय च नमः आशुषेणाय चाशुरथाय च नमः शूराय चावबिन्दते च नमो वर्मिणे च वरूथिने च नमो बिल्मिने च कवचिने च नमः श्रुताय च श्रुतसेनाय च नमो दुन्दुभ्याय च हनन्याय च नमो धृष्णवे च प्रमृषाय च नमो दूताय च प्रहिताय च नमो निषङ्गिणे चेषु धिमते च नमस्तीक्ष्णे शवे चायुधिने च नमः स्वायुधाय च सुधन्वने च नमः श्रुत्याय च पथ्याय च नमः काट्याय च नीप्याय च नमः सोद्याय च सरस्याय च नमो नाद्याय च वैशन्ताय च नमः कूप्याय च वट्याय च नमो वर्ष्याय च वर्ष्याय च नमो मेघ्याय च विद्युत्याय च नमः ईध्र्याय च तप्याय च नमो वात्याय च रेश्म्याय च नमो वास्तव्याय च वास्तुपाय च ॐ हर 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 ॐ नमः सोमाय च रुद्राय च नमस्ताम्राय च रुणाय च नमः शङ्गाय च पशुपतये च नम उग्राय च भीमाय च नमो अग्रे वधाय च दूरे वधाय च नमो हन्त्रे च हनीयसे च नमो वृक्षेभ्यो हरिकेशेभ्यो नमस्ताराय नमः शम्भवे च मयो भवे च नमः शङ्कराय च मयस्कराय च नमः शिवाय च शिवतराय च नमस्तीर्थ्याय च कूल्याय च नमः पार्याय च वार्याय च नमः प्रतरणाय चोत्तरणाय च नमः आतार्याय च लाद्याय च नमः शष्प्याय च फेन्याय च नमः सिकत्याय च प्रवाह्याय च नम इरण्याय च प्रपथ्याय च नमः किगुंशिलाय च क्षयणाय च नमः कपर्दिने च पुलस्तये च नमो गोष्ठ्याय च गृह्याय च नमस्तल्प्याय च गेह्याय च नमः काट्याय च गह्वरेष्ठाय च नमो हृदयाय च निवेश्प्याय च नमः पागुंसव्याय च रजस्याय च नमः शुष्क्याय च हरित्याय च नमो लोप्याय चोलप्याय च नमः ऊर्व्याय च सूर्म्याय च नमः पर्ण्याय च पर्णशद्याय च नमोपगुरमाणाय च भिघ्नते च नमः आखिदते च प्रखिदते च नमो वः किरिकेभ्यो देवानागुं हृदयेभ्यो नमो विक्षीणकेभ्यो नमो विचिन्वत्केभ्यो नम आनिर्हतेभ्यो नम आमीवत्केभ्यः द्रापे अन्धसस्पते दरिद्रन्नीललोहिता येषां पुरुषाणामेषां पशूनां माभेर्मा रोमो येषां किञ्चनाममत् या ते रुद्रशिवा तनो शिवा विश्वाह भेषजी शिवा रुद्रस्य भेषजी तया नो मृडजीवसे इमागुं रुद्राय तवसे कपर्दिने क्षयद्वेराय प्रभरामहे मतिम् यथा नः शमसद्विपदे चतुष्पदे विश्वं पुष्टं ग्रामे अस्मिन्ननातुरम् मृडानो रुद्रो तनो मयस्कृधि क्षयद्वेराय नमसा विधेमते यच्छञ्च योश्च मनुरायजे पिता तदश्याम तव रुद्रः प्रणीतो मानो महान्तमुतमानो अर्भकं मान उक्षन्तमुतमान उक्षितम् मानो वधेः पितरं मोत मातरं प्रियामानस्तनुवो रुद्ररीर्षः मानस्तोकेतनये मान आयुषि मानो गोषु मानो अश्वेषु रीरिषः वीरान्मानो रुद्रभामितो वधीर्हविष्मन्तो नमसा विधेमते आरात्ते गोघ्न उत पूरुषघ्ने क्षयद्वीराय सुम्नमस्मे ते अस्तु रक्षा च नो अधि च देव ब्रूह्यधा च न शर्म यच्छद्विबर्हाः तु हि श्रुतं गर्तसदंयुवानं मृगन्न भीममुपहक्तृमुग्रम् मृडाचरित्रे रुद्रस्तवानो अन्यन्ते अस्मन्निवपन्तु सेनाः परिणो रुद्रस्य हेतर्वृणत्तु परित्वेषस्य दुर्मतिरघायोः अवस्थिरा मघवद्भ्यस्तनुष्वमेढ्वस्तोकायतनयाय मृडया मीढुष्टमशिवतम शिवो नः सुमना भवा परमे वृक्ष आयुधन् निधाय कृत्तिं वसान आचर पिनाकं बिभ्रदागहि विकिरितविलोहित नमस्ते अस्तु भगवः यास्ते सहस्रगुं हेतयोऽन्यमस्मन्निवपन्तु ताः सहस्राणि सहस्रधा बाहुवोस्तव हेतयः तासामीशानो भगवः पराचीनामुखाकृधे सहस्राणि सहस्रशो ये रुद्रा अधिभूम्याम् तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसे अस्मिन्महत्यर्णवेऽन्तरिक्षे भवा अधि नीलग्रीवा शितिकण्ठा शर्वा अधः क्षमाचराः नीलग्रीवा शितिकण्ठा दिवगुं रुद्रा उपश्रिताः ये वृक्षेषु सस्पिञ्जरा नीलग्रीवा विलोहिताः ये भूतानामधिपतयो विशिखासः कपर्दिनः ये अन्येषु विविध्यन्ति पात्रेषु पिबतो जनान् ये पथां पथि रक्षय ऐलभृदाय व्युधः ये तीर्थानि प्रचरन्ति श्रुकावन्तो निषङ्गिणः य एतावन्तश्च भूयागुंसश्च दिशो रुद्रावितस्थिरे तेषागुं सहस्रयोजने वधन्वानि तन्मसे नमो रुद्रेभ्यो ये पृथिव्यां येऽन्तरिक्षे ये दिवि येषामन्नं वातो वर्षमिषभस्तेभ्यो दश प्राचीर्दश दक्षिणादश प्रतीचीर्दशोदीचीर्दशोर्ध्वास्तेभ्यो नमस्ते नो मृडयन्तु तेयं द्विष्मो यश्च नो द्वेष्टितं वोजम्भे दधामि त्र्यम्बकं यजामहे सुगन्धिं पुष्टिवर्धनम् उर्वारुकमिव बन्धनान् मृत्योर्मुक्षीयमामृतात् यो रुद्रो अग्नौ यो अप्सु य ओषधीषु यो रुद्रो विश्वा भुवना विवेश तस्मै रुद्राय नमो अस्तु ये ते सहस्रमयुतं पाशा मृत्योमर्त्याय हन्तवे तान् यज्ञस्य मायया सर्वानवयजामहे मृत्यवे स्वाहा मृत्यवे स्वाहा प्राणानां ग्रन्थिरसि रुद्रो मा विशान्तकः तेनान्येनाप्यायस्व नमो रुद्राय विष्णवे मृत्युर्मे पाहि तमुष्टु हि यस्विषुः सुधन्वायो विश्वस्य क्षयति भेषजस्य यक्ष्वा महेशो मनसाय रुद्रन्नमोभिर्देवमसुरन्दुवस्य अयं मे हस्तो भगवानयं मे भगवत्तरः अयं मे विश्वभेषजो यगुं शिवाभिमर्शनः ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
शञ्च मे मयश्च मे प्रियञ्च मेऽनुकामश्च मे कामश्च मे सौमनसश्च मे भद्रञ्च मे श्रेयश्च मे वस्यश्च मे यशश्च मे भगश्च मे द्रविणञ्च मे यन्ता च मे धर्ता च मे क्षेमश्च मे धृतिश्च मे विश्वं च मे महश्च मे संविच्च मे ज्ञात्रं च मे सोश्च मे प्रसोश्च मे सीरं च मे लयश्च मरुतं च मे मृतं च मे यक्ष्मं च मे नामयच्च मे जीवातुश्च मे दीर्घायुत्वं च मे न मित्रं च मे भयं च मे सुगं च मे शयनं च मे सुषा च मे सुदिनं च मे ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः ॐ स्वस्ति प्रजाभ्यः परिपालयन्ताम् न्यायेन मार्गेण महीमहीषाः गोब्राह्मणेभ्यः शुभमस्तु नित्यम् समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्तलोकाः सुखिनो भवन्तु ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः
तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात् भूर्भुवस्सुवः तत्सवितुर्वरेण्यं भर्गो देवस्य धीमहि धियो यो नः प्रचोदयात्
गजवदना गणनाथा गजवदना विनायका गजवदना गणनाथा गजवदना विनायका गजवदना गणनाथा गजवदना विनायका गजवदना गणनाथा गजवदना विनायका
शिवतनया
सिद्धिविधाता शिवतनया
सिद्धिविधाता शिवतनया
सिद्धिविधाता शिवतनया
बुद्धिप्रदायक गजानना
बुद्धिप्रदायक गजानना
बुद्धिप्रदायक गजानना
बुद्धिप्रदायक गजानना
पार्वती नन्दन भवभयभञ्जन
पार्वती नन्दन भवभयभञ्जन
पार्वती नन्दन भवभयभञ्जन
पार्वती नन्दन भवभयभञ्जन
युग युग वन्दित जय श्री गणेशा
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 गजवदना गणनाथा गजवदना विनायका
गजवदना गणनाथा गजवदना विनायका
सिद्धिविधाता शिवतनया
सिद्धिविधाता शिवतनया
बुद्धिप्रदायक गजानना
बुद्धिप्रदायक गजानना
पार्वती नन्दन भवभयभञ्जन
पार्वती नन्दन भवभयभञ्जन
युग युग वन्दित जय श्री गणेशा
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 गजवदना गणनाथा गजवदना विनायका गुरुदेवा प्रियदेवा साई देवा दयामया 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 विभूति सुन्दर शशांक शेखर सुन्दर शशांक शेखर विभूति सुन्दर शशांक शेखर विभूति सुन्दर शशांक शेखर साई शंकर दया करो साई शंकर दया करो साई शंकर दया करो साई शंकर दया करो गुरुदेवा प्रियदेवा साई देवा दयामया गुरुदेवा प्रियदेवा साई देवा गोकुलनन्दन साई गोपाला गोकुलनन्दन साई गोपाला रघुकुलभूषण साई रामा रघुकुलभूषण साई रामा हे मदनांतक दया करो हे मदनांतक दया करो गुरुदेवा प्रिय देवा साई देवा दयामया विभूति सुंदर शशांक शेखर साई शंकर दया करो साई शंकर दया करो गुरुदेवा प्रियदेवा साई दयामया गोकुलनंदन साई गोपाला रघुकुलभूषण साई रामा हे मदनांतक दया करो हे मदनांतक दया करो गुरुदेवा प्रिय देवा साई देवा दयामया
I close my eyes, a different world appears. A vision of Sai my inner eye beholds. And then I rise, beyond all grief and fears, to holy heights as Sai lifts my soul. And now I can see His grace in everything and every place. He's in me, around me, He surrounds me, above me, below me, He does know me. This light is growing as He does show me the truth, bright as the sun. Sai and I are one. Sai and I are one. He's heard my cries, heard each and every prayer. He's been my guide, He stood beside me. I open my eyes, I see Sai everywhere. In all the beings and all the things I see. And now I can see His grace in everything and every place. He's in me, around me, He surrounds me, above me, below me, He does know me. This light is growing as He does show me the truth, bright as the sun. Sai and I are one. Sai and I are one. He's in me, around me, He surrounds me, above me, below.
गंगाधर हर गौरी शिवा,
गंगाधर हर गौरी शिवा,
गंगाधर हर गौरी शिवा,
गंगाधर हर गौरी शिवा,
शंभो शंकर सांब शिवा,
शंभो शंकर सांब शिवा,
शंभो शंकर सांब शिवा,
शंभो शंकर सांब शिवा।
जय परतीश्वर जय परमेश्वर,
जय परतीश्वर जय परमेश्वर,
जय परतीश्वर जय परमेश्वर,
जय परतीश्वर जय परमेश्वर,
शिरडी निवासा साईश्वरा,
शिरडी निवासा साईश्वरा,
शिरडी निवासा साईश्वरा,
शिरडी निवासा साईश्वरा,
परतीपुरीशा साईश्वरा,
परतीपुरीशा साईश्वरा,
जगदोधारा साईश्वरा,
जगदोधारा साईश्वरा,
जगदोधारा
जगदोद्धारा साईश्वरा
जगदोद्धारा साईश्वरा
शंभो शंकर सांब शिवा
शंभो शंकर सांब शिवा
शंभो शंकर सांब शिवा
शंभो शंकर सांब शिवा
गंगाधर हर गौरी शिवा
गंगाधर हर गौरी शिवा
शंभो शंकर सांब शिवा
शंभो शंकर सांब शिवा
जय परतीश्वर जय परमेश्वर
जय परमेश्वर
शिरडी निवासा साईश्वरा
साईश्वरा
परतीपुरीशा साईश्वरा
साईश्वरा
जगदोद्धारा साईश्वरा
जगदोद्धारा साईश्वरा
शंभो शंकर सांब शिवा
शंभो शंकर सांब शिवा
शंभो शंकर सांब शिवा
शंभो शंकर सांब शिवा
गंगाधर हर गौरी शिवा
वल्ली देवसेना कांत स्मरणम
जय सुब्रह्मण्य
பழனிமலையிலே மகிழாடி மகிழ் மேலிருந்து நீயாடி மகிழ் மேலிருந்து நீயாடி மனமுருகி பாடியாடி ஓடி வந்தேன் உன்னாமக்காவடி எடுத்த மனமுருகி பாடி என் கவல தீர்த்தருள்வாயே என் கவல தீர்த்தருள்வாயே ஸ்கந்தனே முருகா பழனிமலையில் அமரும் சுப்பிரமணிய சுவாமி ஹரஹரோஹரா சின்ன சின்ன முருகா முருகா சிங்கார முருகா
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 பாலும் தேனபிஷேகமோ
பாலும் தேனபிஷேகமும்
பக்தர்களின் காவடியோ
பக்தர்களில் காவடியும்
பார்ப்பவர்கள் உள்ளமெல்லாம்
பார்ப்பவர்கள் உள்ளவெல்லாம்
பாதம் வீரி தேவனாகி
பாதம் மீறி தேவனாய்
சின்ன சின்ன முருகா முருகா சிங்கார முருகா
சின்ன சின்ன முருகா முருகா சிங்கார முருகா
చిన్న 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 ఒక చిన్న 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 ఒక చిన్న ఓ చిన్న చిన్న మురుగా మురుగా సింగార మురుగా చిన్న చిన్న
முருகா முருகா சிங்கார முருகா
செந்தூர் கடல் கரையில்
செந்தூர் கடல் கரையில்
பக்தர்களே காட்டிடவே
பக்தர்களை காட்டிடவே
பார்ப்பவர்கள் மனம் மகிழ
பார்ப்பவர்கள் மனம் மகிழ
சூரனே சம்ஹாரம் செய்தாய்
சூரனே சம்ஹாரம் செய்தார்
சின்ன சின்ன முருகா முருகா சிங்கார முருகா
சின்ன சின்ன முருகா முருகா சிங்கார முருகா
சின்ன 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 ஒகோ சின்ன சில்ல சின்ன சின்ன சில்ல சின்ன சின்ன ஒகோ சின்ன ஓ சின்ன சில்ல
முருகா முருகா சிங்கார முருகா சின்ன சின்ன முருகா முருகா சிங்கார முருகா
தீக்கி வழிதடியாய் முடியோரும் விளைநகளோ மலைகளெல்லாம் ஏறி வந்தாய் மாதவன் மருகா நீ பாவா சின்ன சின்ன முருகா చిన్న మురుగా మురుగా సింగార మురుగా చిన్న చిన్న మురుగా మురుగా సింగార మురుగా చిన్న చిన్న మురుగా మురుగా సింగార మురుగా
है सुना ये पूरी धरती तू चलाता है, मेरी भी सुन ले अरज मुझे घर बुलाता है। भगवान है कहाँ रे तू, है खुदा है कहाँ रे तू। है सुना तू भटके मन को राह दिखाता है, मैं भी खोया हूँ मुझे घर बुलाता है। भगवान है कहाँ रे तू, है खुदा है कहाँ रे तू। मैं पूजा करूं या नमाज़ें पढ़ूं, अरदासें करूं दिन रात, न तो मंदिर मिले न तो गिरजे मिले, तुझे ढूंढे थके मेरे नैन, तुझे ढूंढे थके मेरे नैन, तुझे ढूंढे थके मेरे नैन। जो भी रस्में हैं वो सारी मैं निभाता हूँ, इन करोड़ों की तरह मैं सर झुकाता हूँ। भगवान है कहाँ रे तू, है खुदा है कहाँ रे तू। तेरे नाम कहीं, तेरे चेहरे कहीं, तुझे पाने की राह है।
నాకు మీకు డైరెక్ట్ కనెక్షన్ ఉంటుండాలి.
There is direct connection between you and Bhagavan.
మన సన్నిహిత సంబంధ బాంధవ్యం ఎవ్వరూ తెంచడానికి వీలు కాదు.
None can break this permanent intimate connecting link.
ఎక్కడికన్నా పోండి,
You may go anywhere.
ఎక్కడ చూసినా ఒక్కడి సాయి మక్కువై ఉన్నాడు.
You may see here or there, anywhere, only one Sai is there.
మీరు ఏ గ్రామం పోయినా కూడాను, ఎక్కడ పోయి మీ ఉద్యోగం చేసినా మీ వెంటనే జంటనే ఇంటనే ఉంటాను.
You may go to any village, you may take up a job anywhere, but Bhagavan is always with you.
ఆ భావాన్ని మాత్రం మీరు భద్రంగా చేసుకోండి.
Treasure that feeling, that
నా
thought.
వెంటనే ఉన్నాడు,
Swami is with me.
అనేటువంటి భావాన్ని దృఢం చేసుకోండి.
Strengthen that thought more and
నువ్వు
more.
ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళినా నీ నీడ వస్తుండాలి కదా.
Your shadow follows you wherever you go.
నేను నీడనే.
Bhagavan is your shadow.
నాట్ షాడో, నీలో ఉన్నటువంటి ఒక దీన్నే దాన్ని నిరూపిస్తూ ఉంటాడు.
Not merely shadow, he is indweller, he is in you.
కనుక I am you, you are mine.
Oh, Swami says, I am you and you are mine.
నివాస గోవింద శ్రీ వెంకటేశ గోవింద శ్రీనివాస గోవింద శ్రీ వెంకటేశ గోవింద పురాణ పురుష గోవింద పుండరీకాక్ష గోవింద పురాణ పురుష గోవింద పుండరీకాక్ష గోవింద దశవిధ రూప గోవింద కృష్ణ రామ 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 గోవింద కృష్ణ రామ గోవింద రామ కృష్ణ 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 గోవింద శ్రీనివాస గోవింద శ్రీ వెంకటేశ గోవింద శ్రీనివాస గోవింద శ్రీ వెంకటేశ గోవింద పురాణ పురుష గోవింద పుండరీకాక్ష గోవింద పురాణ పురుష గోవింద పుండరీకాక్ష గోవింద దశవిధ రూప గోవింద కృష్ణ రామ 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 గోవింద కృష్ణ రామ గోవింద రామ కృష్ణ గోవింద కృష్ణ రామ గోవింద రామ కృష్ణ గోవింద కృష్ణ కృష్ణ గోవింద రామ రామ గోవింద కృష్ణ కృష్ణ గోవింద రామ రామ గోవింద రామ కృష్ణ గోవింద కృష్ణ రామ గోవింద రామ కృష్ణ గోవింద గోవింద శ్రీ వెంకటేశ గోవింద.
श्रीनारायण तु पुरुषोत्तम गुरु तो सिद्धबोध तो कंठ विनायक सविता पावक तू सविता पावक तू ब्रह्मवंद तू योग शक्ति तू यशोदा प्रभु तो रुद्र विष्णु तो राम कृष्ण तो रहे बटाओ तो रहे बटाओ तो वासुदेव ईश्वरो बधु चिदानंद हरि दो
असतो मा सत्यमया तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमया मृत्योर्मा अमृतं गमया.
Om Shri Sai Ram. In his discourse on the 21st of November 1985, Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba gave 10 guiding principles that should govern our lives. Join me in reciting these 10 guiding principles. Number 1. Love and serve your country. Do not be critical of others' countries. 2. Honor and respect all religions as pathways to God. 3. Love all humanity as part of your family. Know that humanity is a single community. 4. Keep your home and surroundings clean. 5. Help the needy with food, clothing, and shelter. Help them become self-reliant. 6. Be examples of honesty. Do not participate in any activity such as bribery or corruption. 7. Curb jealousy, envy, and hatred. 8. Develop self-reliance. Become your own servant before proceeding to serve others. 9. Adore God, abhor sin. 10. Observe your country's laws and be an exemplary citizen. Jai Sai Ram.
Om Sai Ram. My humble pranams at the lotus feet of Swami, and a loving Sai Ram to our brothers, sisters, respected elders, and children tuned in tonight. We pray that with Swami's grace, you and your families are healthy, happy, and peaceful. We hope that you enjoy the media clips of the Aradhana Day activities around the country. We are truly blessed to have so many committed devotees in South Africa. And a warm Ramadan Mubarak to all our Muslim brothers and sisters. Our prayers are with you as you near the end of your fast. Swami's quote for today: "The service of man is the only means by which you can serve God." The national announcements for this week are as follows. Gayatri Mantra chanting. We humbly ask all devotees to continue with chanting the Gayatri Mantra 3 times a day, and if possible, let us all chant together at 7 p.m., 108 times. The chanting of the Gayatri Mantra is one of the most potent forms of seva we can do, as it is selfless and will go to wherever it is needed unbeknown to us. The Veda recitals. Daily online Veda sessions continue at 5 a.m. in the morning and at 6 p.m. in the evening. Please do take advantage of this amazing opportunity to learn these sacred texts. Prayers for healing. A WhatsApp group has been created to allow devotees to pray for those in need of healing or upliftment. If you have a family member, friend, or any person who needs prayer, please contact any of the devotional coordinators to post the request on this group. Eid al-Fitr. Swami said that he had not come to disturb or destroy any faith, but to confirm each in his own faith, so that the Christian becomes a better Christian, the Muslim a better Muslim, and the Hindu a better Hindu. The Sri Sathya Sai Global Council of South Africa will celebrate the end of Ramadan and Eid al-Fitr on Monday, 2nd May on our YouTube channel. A link will be sent later this week. Go Green infographic for the week. Foster the tiny seed of love that clings to me and mine. Let it sprout into love for the group around you and grow into love for all mankind and spread out its branches over animals, birds, and those that creep and crawl, and let the love enfold all things and beings in the entire world. Proceed from less love to more love, narrow love to expanded love. I bless all of you and ask you to promote love, sympathy, and compassion towards all beings. God is present in every one of them. It is your duty to revere God in each of them. Sathya Sai Baba. Sathya Sai Speaks, Volume 13, page 16, 23rd July 1975. Tonight's video is a talk delivered by Brother Nimesh Pandya on the morning of Swami's Aradhana Mahotsavam last Sunday. Please have a safe and blessed week. Jai Sai Ram.
Om Shri Sai Ram. Offering our most humble salutations at the divine lotus feet of our beloved Swami. We have nothing but gratitude to offer to him today for this golden opportunity to once again assemble in the divine precincts of Prashanti Nilayam, which is the only source of love and peace on this entire cosmos that we know of today. Dear brothers and sisters, Aradhana Mahotsavam. The word Aradhana and Mahotsavam, many connotations in the minds of mankind. People say it is the Aradhana Mahotsavam because of Swami's physical avatarhood. That is true. But there's another connotation that applies to all of us, brothers and sisters. Aradhana and Mahotsavam. What is it, Mahotsavam? Mahotsavam, to my mind, and we must all ponder, is a celebration of mankind following the message of the Master. And the Aradhana Mahotsavam is nothing but the AGM when mankind assembles at the divine lotus feet of Bhagwan and gives the entire report that did I do my best to follow your message? Did I do my best to fulfill what you came to tell us? And did I do my best, Sai, to make you happy? My colleague Dr. Mohan very elaborately guided us on the path of love and faith and what Swami expects. Sadhana is the very, very important basis for which Swami has gathered all of us. Many people have many ideas about sadhana under the divine lotus feet of Bhagwan. But the most relevant and the most focused is, have I come at the divine lotus feet to change myself, or have I come at the divine lotus feet to bask in his glory and try and change everybody else except myself? That is the key question. Sadhana in the world of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba is a very dedicated aspect. Like the blinkers on a horse, you focus on his divine lotus feet. Do not get distracted with anything else that happens in the world, and just focus and do exactly what he says. Mankind has this great habit of deliberating, debating on Swami's messages and Swami's words. But that is the distraction that we should not fall for. Strictly follow what he says. Bhagwan's mandate is just do what he says and focus yourself on that. In the world of today, there is so much distraction. Are we ready to avoid the distraction and focus? The one question that each one of us must ask at the end of every day is that beautiful song from the Scouts movement that many of you may have heard, where he says, "Softly falls the light of day as the campfire fades away. Silently each one should ask, have I done my daily task? Have I done and have I dared everything to be prepared?" Brothers and sisters, the great story of the Mahabharata, when the Yaksha was asked, what is the most belligerent, what is the most surprising thing in the world? And he says, the most surprising thing, when Yudhishthira answered him, he says, "Lord, everyone sees everyone die every day, but he believes or she believes that he or she will never die." So are we prepared? Are we prepared at every moment of our life to say, "Here, my balance sheet is complete, Sai, I am ready to come to your divine lotus feet"? Is really the Aradhana Mahotsam when you come and celebrate our collective sadhana at the divine lotus feet. Do we have a chance? Do we have time? There was a lovely story when the father told the son that, "Son, you must jump at every opportunity that you get." And in the evening when the father came home, he saw the son jumping constantly. So the father asked him, "Why are you jumping, son?" "Dad, you told me you must jump at every opportunity that comes, but I don't know when the opportunity will come. Therefore, I'm constantly jumping on the path of sadhana." And that is the important part that we need to take care. This is very important for us to be constantly aware of this, brothers and sisters. For the world, for all of us, with their hearts in Prashantinilayam today, let us take one vow. That if you want the grace of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, there is no option but to stay connected with Prashantinilayam 24/7. And that is the only path that can grow. Many people have many imaginations. They misinterpret Swami's message. For example, if you take Swami seriously, that no, Prashantinilayam is in your heart and everything, is true. But the question is, have we attained that experience of having Prashantinilayam in our heart? Until you really achieve that status, you have to be connected to Prashantinilayam. I remember once when I was speaking on the stage like this, and I said, "Swami is in our heart, Swami is residing in our heart." You know, like a parrot you repeat all the time. And I remember when I went to touch his feet, he kept his hand on my head and says, "Khali baat karta hai, experience nahi hai." Therefore, that is the collective situation. Experience is the important dimension. And for experience, brothers and sisters, it is very, very important that we embark upon sadhana with only one goal, that from today onwards till the centenary celebrations of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba, I want to see good in everyone. I want to see all the bad that is in me and correct myself every day on a second-to-second basis. Improve myself. Never try to improve anybody else in the world, because moment you tread the path of trying to improve somebody else, you are in deep danger, brothers and sisters. You don't know where you land yourself into. And therefore, that is definitely a word of caution that all of us must understand on this great Aradhana Mahotsam day. If you see the world today, you find a lot of turmoil. As Dr. Mohan mentioned about and in fact, if you see the history from the date of the Mahasamadhi till now, a decade has passed by, brothers and sisters. There's not been a single day when you look outside, there is no turmoil. But that was the post-turmoil of the Samadhi in the world of Sai. Or there was the post-turmoil after the Samadhi when so many people thought that I alone know Swami and therefore I can do my own stuff in the world, and created so much confusion in the minds of the devotees. The question is that all these apparent differences that you see in the world are not to be seen at all, in my humble opinion. Because the truth is that despite all the turmoil which is happening all over the world, below the turmoil is the peace that Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba has already established in the form of all of us brothers and sisters who follow his path diligently. You and I are the foundation of that peace and love that Bhagwan has created. His students, his devotees, his institutions, we are the foundation. And therefore, peace remains. For all those who follow Swami, there is no trouble. Just recently, yesterday night, I met a young lady, a student from Ukraine, from Odisha. She has come to collect the padukas to be taken to Odisha tomorrow. As they go, the whole team goes by. And as I met her, I asked the girl, somebody told me she's come from Ukraine. And she had this lovely smile. I thought she'll be perturbed and there'll be a furrow of worry on her face. But she was smiling bright and she told me, Uncle, moment this happened, I took Swami's photo in my pocket and I came back home smiling without any trouble, without any difficulty from the world. And this is not the story of one person. All of us are lucky to be sitting here after the pandemic. Many have gone. Many whom you know and I know have gone. But you and I are sitting here today. It's only because, not because you had greater immunity or you had greater capacity to deal with the virus, only because of the grace of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba and his word on your lip and the prayers that all of us did. All over the mankind, online, the entire world of Swami was doing satsang and sadhana and bhajans. That has saved you and me. And I tell you, even if those who are gone, they have not gone in vain. Because they've gone singing the glory of Swami, and I'm sure they're all there at the divine lotus feet of Bhagwan, because ultimately the final plan is that of Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. In 1985, Bhagwan mentioned very clearly, what do I want? What will you do to please me? Brothers and sisters, only way to please Bhagwan is to do sadhana and seva. And I say this sadhana and seva because many of us are fond of doing seva without sadhana, and many of us are fond of doing sadhana without seva. One of it will not let you reach the divine lotus feet. It is the combination of both of sadhana and seva that will help us to reach the divine lotus feet. And this is not something which you do when you join an organization. This is something which you do in your daily life on a day-to-day basis. Sadhana is compulsory to grow and improve yourselves, and seva is compulsory to see the same God in everybody else. The whole connotation of seva in the world of Sai is where you do something without the sense of doership, without the sense of taking ownership of anything that you do. We have this very default reaction of taking ownership of everything that we do in the world of Sai. My seva, my blood donation, my bakri is the biggest problem with our life. And they say that the only barrier between God and man is the sense of doership. And when this sense of doership vanishes, there is no difference between man and God. And that is the key that we must remember. And therefore the Sathya Sai organization, brothers and sisters, as we go further, is now committed to personal sadhana and seva, which is based on sadhana. Seva is an attitude. All the people of the world who are assembled here, virtually or physically in the Prashanti Nilayam campus, we must make a vow to ourselves that today onwards we want to focus on improving ourselves. We want to involve our families into what we are doing. Because imagine a situation where you are trying to selfishly pursue, but you cannot generate love in your own family. There is a default. Family must come together. If family comes together, then there is order in the nation. Then there is peace in the world. And family is very important for Bhagwan Sri Sathya Sai Baba. All of us seated here must endeavor with great love and affection to involve all our families into bhajans, into balvikas, into family sadhana, family seva. The whole concept of Narayan seva, as given by Bhagwan, was not an activity to be done on a mass level by taking money from somebody. It was a simple thing that each one of us, anywhere in the world, whenever we eat our meal, while we eat the meal, we separate some grain, think of God, collect it, cook it, and feed one person. As Brother Ratnakar always mentions, imagine the amount of Narayan Seva that the Sathya Sai organization all over the world does on a day-to-day basis. If we all commit that to collect together, individually and collectively, we decide to feed every hungry person in the world, the Sathya Sai world can do this, brothers and sisters. There will be no hunger on the face of this earth if we take this situation. And therefore, that is the kind of target we should sell. We should not say, I want to build my own Sai Mandir, I want to build my own college. No, build a family which can feed people, which can quench the thirst of people. That is the construction that we want to do. In my humble submission, that we offer our prayers to Bhagavan Sri Sathya Sai Baba.
When all foundations have been shaken, when I'm left standing in the dark, and all I feel is my heart breaking, you still reign and you're still God. And when it feels all hope is fading, the heavy questions hit so hard, and though my soul may feel forsaken, you still reign and you're still God. Though I can't see what's before me, I know that I can trust your heart, and this one truth will be my story. You still reign and you're still God. I will declare that you are with me, though voices whisper that you're not. You'll never leave me nor forsake me, 'cause you still reign and you're still God. Though I can't see what's before me, I know that I can trust your heart, and this one truth will be my story, that you still reign and you're still God. Though I can't see what's before me, I know that I can trust your heart, and this one truth will be my story, that you still reign and you're still God. I know you reign and you're still God. And when my enemies surround me, I'll trust the victory of your cross and fix my eyes upon you, Jesus.
Om Jai Jagadish शांति 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 समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु समस्त लोका सुखिनो भवन्तु शांति 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 जय बोलो भगवान श्री सत्य साई बाबा जी की जय।
परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थमिष्टार्थं मोक्षप्रदानं बाबा विभूतिं हृदयाश्रयामि परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं परमं विचित्रं लीला विभूतिं परमार्थमिष्टार्थं मोक्षप्रदानं बाबा विभूतिं हृदयाश्रयामि परमं पवित्रं बाबा विभूतिं
साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात् ॐ 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 साईश्वराय विद्महे सत्यदेवाय धीमहि तन्नः सर्वप्रचोदयात्